Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin has gotten almost a perfect rejection at our major resistance zone, and that's why the next big move is probably coming very soon. I really hope you're ready. Let me show you. First, you're going to see that yes, Bitcoin hit our major golden Fibonacci ratio, aligning with the daily high-term time frame area of resistance, and also with the biggest volume cluster of the entire bottom price action very nicely. Sure, I would agree with you, we got a slightly bigger push towards the upside, slightly above our major resistance level, but the most important thing is, we got a rejection very nicely approximately at this specific zone. However, if we talk about to the exact dollar accuracy levels, you're going to see we hit our value area high, and from here we are right now getting a rejection back down of, let's just say, approximately 2.64%. As we said in our yesterday's video, because Bitcoin was trading at such a significant level, it is very smart for you to be taking some profits on your long trades. Of course, as I said yesterday, I already took some profit on my long trade on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, XRP, and also Solana, and even today, I'm going to share with you exactly where potentially you might be looking for another buy or maybe even another short trade. Let's pay attention right now also to what other people are doing in the market, because maybe you're going to be surprised, but it really does look like a lot of people literally on this entire rejection back down are shorting Bitcoin, firing brand new short or sell positions. How do I know that? Pay right now attention to the open interest indicator in a combination with the CVD indicator, the yellow line right here. The yellow line is measuring if buying or selling pressure is coming in the market. Clearly we can see it is going lower and lower and lower, which simply means selling pressure is coming in the market. And also right here, open interest is getting a push towards the upside. It means brand new money is coming in the market in the form of sell positions, pushing the price lower and lower, at least right here on the 30-minute time frame. However, what if we are right now zooming out a little bit? What you're right now going to see on the CVD and also on the Bitcoin price right here, you can notice higher lows are being formed on the Bitcoin price right here. However, on the CVD indicator, generally speaking, we are getting right here quite a significant lower low. And of course, this right here is clearly a divergence. More selling pressure coming in, but Bitcoin is still pushing towards the upside. Now, logically thinking, if we are getting more selling pressure, it would make more sense for Bitcoin to also, of course, be forming another lower low. But this right here is right now not the case. That is why we can right now see quite a significant bullish absorption on the 30-minute time frame, bullish divergence, which of course it is also going to be very nice, bullish Bitcoin indication. That is right now why I do remain in all of my long trades on Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and also Solana right here. My trading bots right now are still performing very nicely, but also what is right now the most important level that, in my opinion, really needs to hold. What we are going to do right now, remember, for the past few days, we have been paying attention to our horizontal range, and you can now see we are trading exactly at the bottom of the range once again, approximately at the area of $87,600. This level right here, in my opinion, still remains one of the most important levels that right now, ideally, it is going to hold before Bitcoin is going to get another rotation back towards the upside, because later in the video, for sure, we need to talk about the exact price targets of our ABC correction that, yes, we also talked about yesterday. But nevertheless, right now, I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, because 1,000 likes are really possible. And of course, also, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Right now, let's actually talk about what is going to be the most likely scenario on Bitcoin if our support level right here is going to actually hold. We can see the bottom of the range is right now still being very nicely respected, and also when we are measuring the entire range again with the volume, clearly you're going to see value area low is still going to be more likely than not some kind of a support level. Sure, at least right now we are trading slightly below it, but because it's the value area low, it's simply going to be more of a zone. Right now, in my opinion, we are still looking bullish right here, ideally looking for another rotation towards the upside, also because, of course, of our CVD indicator. The problem is going to happen if our support level right here is going to get lost. In this scenario, for sure, I'm going to look for another lower lower low, or maybe even for another much bigger push towards the upside below our significant low below 80,000 US dollars. However, I don't really want to talk about a bearish scenario right now, simply because the support is still support until proven otherwise. And that is also something I posted about yesterday in Discord right here. Good morning, team. Resistance on Bitcoin hit perfectly. Note that resistance is resistance until broken, until proven otherwise. And the exact same thing is also going to be right here with our area of support. That is now why I want to share with you the exact target of our C-Elite wave when we talk about our Fibonacci extension levels. Let's right now very simply mark our entire correction that it is probably happening right here on the 2-hour time frame. What we said yesterday, this entire push towards the upside can actually be only the first part of our ABC correction. We are right now expecting the B-Elite wave, and only after the B1 right here is finished, we can be expecting another push towards the upside for Bitcoin to then form the entire ABC correction. What is usually the target of our C-Elite wave? What we are right now going to do, Fibonacci extension levels right here, trend-based Fibonacci extension tool. We go from the exact low back towards the exact high, back towards the exact low. Now, unfortunately, at least as of right now, we don't know where the exact bottom is going to be. However, we right now know Bitcoin is trading exactly as we said before at the bottom of our horizontal range right here. And also, actually, you're going to notice when we go with our Fibonacci retracement from the swing low back towards the swing high, it is actually also going to be the golden Fibonacci ratio. That is why I'm right to saying to you, this level right here on Bitcoin is a very important one. Lose it, break it down, major red flag. But at least as of right now, it is the support level. That is why we can for sure right now still talk about our ABC correction, and of course also about our 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension level right here. You can notice if the bottom is right now in, or actually very close, the price target is going to be at approximately 92,000 US dollar area. Now, if you paid attention to my yesterday's video, you definitely know why this specific level is such an important one. We go with Fibonacci retracement from the swing high right here back towards the swing low. It's not going to be the golden pocket. However, we can right now go with our 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, where we are right now going to see almost to the exact dollar accuracy alignment actually with our 1-to-1. And because of that, of course, this area right here is going to be a very important level in a case Bitcoin right now is going to get another rotation back towards the upside. Additionally, let's go on the 4-hour time frame. Let's very simply measure the entire bottom price action with the volume, and let's simply apply the point of control or the biggest volume cluster on our chart. You can see it is not going to come in exactly at our Fibonacci levels right here. However, we can say the biggest volume cluster is definitely coming in approximately at this specific area, and also right now we can definitely be paying attention towards this specific liquidity level at approximately 91,300 US dollars. So I would say like that, if Bitcoin right now is going to once again start moving towards the upside, we do get a bounce approximately from the area where we are, and of course again we should not lose the bottom of the range. Of course, we are definitely looking right here for another high, ideally towards our Fibonacci extension levels right here at approximately 92,000 US dollars. That is right now why, if you want to trade with us, definitely take an advantage of the free bonus using the first link down below in the description. On Bybit exchange right now, you're going to get only after you register 20 USDT completely for free. You click the link right here, you register on Bybit, and then also make sure you deposit at least $100 to your account, because you're going to get another 20 USDT. When you're going to open up your first trade, you're going to get even bigger bonuses using the first link down below after you register and after initial deposit. Right now, let's also talk about our Bitcoin liquidation heat map, because this chart right here could potentially give us another brand new long trading setup. What you're right now going to see when we are zooming in on the 3-day time frame, you can notice that the biggest liquidations on Bitcoin are coming in exactly below our recent lows. Yes, they are not going to be anything crazy, but it does look like slightly less than 100 million of long trades are going to get racked if Bitcoin right now does get another push down below our recent lows. Now, what if we are zooming out a little bit, let's just say on the 1-week time frame? On this specific chart, you're going to see that bigger liquidations are actually coming in below this specific low at approximately 85,900 US dollars. Now, of course, this specific liquidations cluster is definitely a bigger one. However, if we are actually going to go towards this specific liquidations cluster right here, definitely we are then going to know Bitcoin is trading below the bottom of the range. If Bitcoin does hit this specific level at 85,800 US dollars. In this scenario, of course, as we said before, we need to flip slightly more bearish. However, if we are potentially going to do something like this, push down right here, hit the liquidations cluster, and then reclaim the bottom of the range, of course, in my opinion, the ABC correction right here is definitely still going to be valid, looking, of course, for another bigger push towards the upside. So right now, the plan on Bitcoin is staying very simple. We know we are at a key level. Below the level, we are more bearish. If, of course, it gets reclaimed, we can, of course, once again get slightly more bullish on Bitcoin, but nevertheless, support is support until proven otherwise. One important area I would be paying attention to, if Bitcoin does right here, right now, get a bounce towards the upside, is going to be the first local level that is probably going to get confirmed in the upcoming hours. Let's go on the daily time frame, where we are right now going to see the brand new daily high term time frame area of resistance on Bitcoin is right now getting confirmed at approximately 89,150 US dollars. And this specific level is definitely not a random one. When we go with our Fibonacci retracement from our swing high back towards the swing low, of course, if Bitcoin right now does get another push down below the recent low, we can go slightly lower with our Fibonacci right here, but then applying the golden Fibonacci ratio on our chart. It is not perfect alignment, but definitely the golden Fibonacci ratio coming in approximately at our daily. And of course, also when we right now measure the entire bottom price action with volume, you're going to see the point of control approximately at this specific area. So definitely the first local area of resistance on Bitcoin, if we do experience a bounce right here, is going to be this specific zone. Maybe then, of course, some kind of a reaction, but ideally, because we are looking for a bigger ABC, we are then still looking for higher targets above our recent high, above 91,500 US dollars. So if you right now ask me what is going to be the best trading idea right now Bitcoin, it is going to be very, very simple. Even though we are, yes, moving in a downtrend on the 1 hourly, 2 hourly, and 4 hourly time frame, at least in my opinion, because of the potential ABC correction right here, I would still much rather fire another long trade. And that is right now why, if you're not already in a long trade, you could potentially be looking to fire a brand new one approximately at the area where we are. Maybe, of course, if you want, you can still wait for Bitcoin to take the liquidity below our recent low for us to hit the local liquidations cluster at approximately 87,500. So, of course, we can get potentially another push down, take the liquidity right here, reaction towards the upside. You then simply fire another long trade, looking for another quite a significant push up above our recent high. Again, stop loss below the support level is quite an important one, simply because, as we said before, if the support is potentially going to get lost, major red flag in this scenario, we are looking for lower. But again, support is still support until proven otherwise. That is right now why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free bonus using the first link down below. You register, you're going to get 20 USDT. You deposit, you're going to get another 20 USDT. But also, when you're going to open up your first trade, you're going to get even bigger rewards using the first link down below in the description. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.